The provincial election is just around the corner, and we're still profiling candidates in this riding here. Today we're joined by Wendy Stephen. Welcome, Wendy, your NDP candidate.
Yes, I am. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, it's a pleasure. And you say you're glad to be here. So I have to get it out right off the bat. Some people are curious, why would somebody from Kingston want to come and run in this area?
Fair question. And most people want a local candidate, and I completely agree. The situation was a bit unique this year. So being from Kingston, I decided late in the game that I would run in this election, and we already had an excellent NDP candidate in that area. So I grew up around Kemptville. So I went east to the Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands, Rideau Lakes riding, and they already had a candidate. So I said, okay, I'm going east again. So I looked at Stormont, Dundas, South Glengarry, and there was no candidate. So I asked if I could run. They said yes, and so here I am. I'm actually living in the area right now. So my husband and 3 children, they're still in Kingston. I was there for Mother's Day, of course. Yeah. And I'm living in the basement of one of your city councilors, actually, so that I can be in town knocking on doors and not miss a beat.
All right. Well, obviously, there's no secret to provincial or federal politics. We all understand that particularly people buy into the party plan, and the candidate basically has a percentage of whatever that recipe ends up being. Mm-hmm. So when people are looking at you from this perspective, what can you bring to this area if you're successful in your run for NPP?
Oh, I love that question. So I am a teacher by trade. I've been doing this for over 10 years. So I know how to communicate well with people. I know how to advocate not only for myself, but for the most vulnerable population that we have, which is our children. Certainly, I think that translates really well to working with our seniors and the city of Cornwall too. I've been knocking on a lot of doors, and people are struggling, and they don't have the time or energy to really make some noise for themselves. So we need someone who's willing to actually step up and advocate for these people and what they need. I think that Eastern Ontario has been largely ignored, and the GTA is, where all the action is. But we've got some really beautiful people and beautiful things happening here, and I think we deserve a little bit of attention as well. And so, as far as making some noise at the legislature, I'm here for it. I'm here to fight. I'm here to collaborate and get along. I'm feisty, but I can work well with others as well. And yeah, I think that I could get the job done and really hope to make some improvements here, working with the municipalities, not only of Cornwall, but the surrounding areas as well, the smaller towns, and see what we can do for people who are just trying to get by. I think we need to lift each other up, and this government hasn't been doing that. I think we can do better, and I think the NDP is truly the answer.
Now, you just referenced a lot of the issues of this riding, which is probably true. Mm-hmm. And how does your party as a whole fit the shortcomings of this riding?
Yeah, so knocking on doors, I was down, in particular, I'm thinking of 2nd Street East just the other night, and there are a lot of folks in just the small area that I wound up getting to who are on ODSP as one example, which is not enough to live on. People are having a really hard time paying rent. Rents are being increased, which is just adding more stress. Grocery costs, gas is almost $2 a liter. So we're talking cost of living here. And I think that applies to a lot of people in the area. And our party, when it comes to ODSP in particular, the Liberals years ago, they raised it by 3%. And then the Conservatives came in and cut that in half. But our party, the NDP, we're planning to increase ODSP by 20% right away. Also on the cost of living area, we're adding dental care to OHIP. So folks that make under $90,000 a year household income, which is majority of people in the area, they're going to qualify for free dental cleanings, dental care. We've also got a really big platform. I know you have a lot of seniors around as well, and we are looking to make privatized healthcare public again. These for-profit companies that are earning money on the backs of seniors who have quite frankly been abused and have perished during the pandemic. We can't have that anymore. I can't stomach it. I think a lot of people are really disheartened and disappointed, but we can make some really positive change, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to inspire. You might remember Jack Layton's campaign from years ago, and he was one to speak of hope and helping, and I think that we've all got a little bit of Jack in us, and I'm hoping to bring some of that with me to Cornwall, and from the response I've had at the doors, people are excited. I think we've got an orange wave coming, and so I'm hoping more will join us.
And now, Wendy, in conclusion, if there's something you want to say to the viewers of this ride, what would you be saying to them right now?
I would say if you want a change, and so many of you I know do, I know I do, then you need to vote for a change. Change won't just happen. We have to get out there and actually use our votes to vote for someone different who will do it differently. So Andrea Horvath and the NDP, myself, Wendy Stephen included, we're here to work for actual people, not for corporations and people who are profiting off of the disadvantages of others. So get out there and vote. If you've never voted before, welcome. This is really exciting. You have a huge opportunity here to be part of something bigger than yourself. And I think we can make Ontario more beautiful. So I'm strong and I'm ready and I'm working for the people.
Well, thank you very much, Wendy.
Thank you for your time.
Wendy Stephen, she is your NDP candidate in the upcoming provincial election. I'm Todd Alone for Community Matters.